Hi y'all, welcome to my channel. I'm the Southern Nerdista, and today we travel back to the present where an alien spaceship crashes in the middle of London. So, quick recap, the Doctor has returned and picked up a new companion, Rose Tyler. Together they save the Earth and humanity from the living plastic and nesting consciousness. Then they travel to the future where we meet the Face of Beau and Lady Cassandra. Then to the past where we hunt zombies with Charles Dickens. We've had 2 mentions of Bad Wolf, and details are coming out about a time war that happened before Rose met the Doctor. So, a couple of firsts for this episode. It's the first time we examine the impact a companion's travels with the Doctor has on family and friends. This will be a recurring theme in the Russell T Davies era. It's also the first 2-part episode of the revived series. The classic series episodes were 30 minutes compared to the 1-hour episodes we have now. It was common to have several episodes cover one plot line since they couldn't always fit everything they wanted into 30 minutes. So, let's get started. The Southern Nerdista does give spoilers. So, if you want to watch the episode first, pause this video, go watch, then come back. If you don't care about spoilers, then just carry on, my wayward companions. So, let's get into the episode. The Doctor and Rose have returned to the present 12 hours after they left at the end of episode 1. Rose heads off to see her mom with a made-up story about how she was at a friend's for the night. And as y'all's mama, let me tell you right now, this is a terrible idea. We know. We always know. Even when you think you're getting away with something because we don't say anything, you're not. We can sniff out a lie faster than your best hunting dog. Okay? So there's your warning. Jackie is shocked to see Rose. Turns out they've been gone 12 months, not 12 hours. And the Doctor's like, oops, my bad. Bad Wolf pops up again when a young boy paints it on the side of the TARDIS. Jackie calls the police because she doesn't believe Rose's story about traveling because her passport was left at home. Surprising, I know. If only somebody could have warned her. Jackie is also not convinced the Doctor is a doctor, and he says he is, to which Jackie responds, prove it, stitch this, mate, and she slaps him. On the roof with Rose, the Doctor mentions how in 900 years of time and space, he's never had somebody's mama slap him. This is the first mention of the 9th Doctor's age, but it contradicts the original run of the show, so for purposes of this YouTube channel, we're going to stick with the 900 being his current age. Suddenly, an alien spaceship flies over them and lands in the Thames. Rose and the Doctor leave the roof to check out the scene, but they get stopped by traffic. The Doctor doesn't know anything, but he is excited to see history happening live. On the news, they show the alien is taken from the spaceship to Albion Hospital. Now, Albion Hospital is going to pop up again in episodes 9 and 10 of this season when the Doctor and Rose visit. The news also mentions that the Prime Minister is still missing. Although the Prime Minister is never named, it is heavily hinted that he's real-life Prime Minister Tony Blair. At the hospital, Toshiko Sato performs an autopsy on the alien and explains her findings to the General. Naoki Mori, I hope I said her name right, will reprise her role as Toshiko Sato in the Doctor Who spin-off Torchwood. In that show, she's portrayed as a technical expert instead of pathologist like in this episode. This continuity issue gets fixed in an episode of Torchwood when she reveals she was just filling in for the Doctor, lowercase d, who was hungover. At 10 Downing Street, the official residence of the Prime Minister of England, several important people are gathering, including Member of Parliament Joseph Green, who is a total nobody until he's promoted to acting Prime Minister during this alien crisis. He's joined by fellow MPs Margaret Blaine and Oliver Charles. In walks MP Harriet Jones, who had a meeting with the Prime Minister, but they pretty much tell her to take a hike because they have more important things to worry about right now. And like aliens. If Harriet Jones looks familiar, it's because Penelope Wilton is possibly better known for her role as Isabel Crawley in the award-winning show Downton Abbey, which is another show I could probably talk about for days on end. She will also return as Harriet Jones in later episodes of Doctor Who. The 3 MPs shut the door in her face, and once they are alone, they start to laugh maniacally. So now we know something fishy is going on, and they are at the very least involved, if not the masterminds. So the Doctor tells Rose that all the signs are there that this is a legit alien crash landing, and that means it's the day that humans learn they're not alone in the universe. It's not an invasion, so he's staying out of it. He gives Rose a key to the TARDIS, the second of 2 signs she's the new companion. The first was when he upgraded her phone at the end of episode 2. Even though he promised to stay out of things, the Doctor is a supremely curious character and decides to investigate anyway. And I mean, what kind of show would it be if he didn't? Mickey catches sight of him returning to the TARDIS and runs downstairs to catch him, but he's too late. As Harriet Jones continues to try to get into the cabinet room to talk to the acting Prime Minister, we get another suggestion that the missing Prime Minister is Tony Blair, in Harriet's line to the junior secretary, I'm hardly one of the babes. This references the large number of female Labour Party MPs who entered the House of Commons in 1997, dubbed Blair's babes by the British media. Undeterred, she sneaks into the room after everyone leaves. The Doctor lands the TARDIS inside a closet at Albion Hospital. On the other side of the door are a bunch of soldiers. They hear a scream, the Doctor barks out an order, and the soldiers follow him down the hall. They find Dr. Sato cowering on the floor of the morgue. She tells them the alien is alive and has escaped. The Doctor and soldiers find it. It looks like a pig walking on its hind feet and wearing a spacesuit. It's obviously scared. One of the soldiers kills the alien, upsetting the Doctor. Joseph Green, Margaret Blaine, and Oliver Charles return to the cabinet room with the General. They don't know that Harriet is hiding in there, and the General tries to relieve Green of his acting Prime Minister duties, but the MPs don't want this. So the three MPs unzip their foreheads and kill the General. But we don't get to see what they actually look like after they take off their skin suits. But Harriet Jones sees everything from her little hidey hole. The Doctor tells Dr. Sato the alien is not an alien. It's a pig made to look like an alien. It's all a setup. Mickey goes to Rose's apartment. He's furious. As her boyfriend, everyone thought he had had something to do with her disappearance and likely murder. Jackie called the police multiple times on him, and even after he was interviewed 5 times and they couldn't find any evidence that he was involved, Jackie continued to harass him, ruining his reputation. Mickey tells Rose the Doctor has left her, wrongly assuming that she didn't come back for a year because they had started a relationship. Rose, Mickey, and Jackie go outside for him to show her that the TARDIS is gone, and then the key that he gave her starts to glow in her hand and the TARDIS returns. The 3 humans enter the TARDIS, but Jackie freaks out and runs back to her apartment. The Doctor insists that Mickey's name is actually Ricky and won't call him anything else. Remember that for much later on. In her apartment, Jackie calls the alien hotline to report the Doctor. Keywords like blue box and Doctor trigger an alarm at Downing Street, who monitor all types of communication. The Doctor is referred to as a Code 9. This is the 9th incarnation of the Doctor, so is this a coincidence? I think not. Mickey points out that it's a pretty weird plan to fake a crash as an invasion strategy because now the entire planet is on red alert for aliens and UNIT has been called in. This is the first appearance of UNIT, an organization which was first introduced with the 2nd Doctor since the 7th Doctor. So we have not seen UNIT since the 7th Doctor, and they won't return again until season 4. In this episode, the Doctor spells out the acronym as United Nations Intelligence Task Force, as it had been in the classic series. In season 4, the name is changed to Unified Intelligence Task Force. According to Russell T. Davies, the United Nations didn't want its name used in connection with the paramilitary group, even though it had been since 1968. The Doctor, Rose, and Mickey leave the TARDIS to check out the crashed spaceship. Once outside, the military shows up. Mickey runs away. The military escorts the Doctor and Rose to Downing Street to meet with the other alien experts, and Jackie gets interviewed by the police about the Doctor. Rose isn't allowed into the meeting with the alien experts, and Harriet Jones offers to stay with her since she's not allowed in either. Away from everyone, Harriet breaks down as she tells Rose what she's witnessed. She pulls out the skin suit from the closet to show her. They open the door to a cupboard and the body of the missing Prime Minister falls out. Meanwhile, in the meeting, the Doctor realizes this is all a trap to gather the world's top alien experts in one place to kill them. As the episode winds down, we see just how many aliens have infiltrated our planet. The General and Joseph Green reveal themselves to the alien experts, the police officer to Jackie, and Margaret Blaine to Rose, Harriet, and a junior secretary when she catches them with the dead Prime Minister, who she admits to killing to get Green in as acting Prime Minister. The episode ends with our heroes in trouble and the aliens on the brink of victory. So, This episode for me is a hit. It's fun and exciting, and it leaves us on a cliffhanger, but we know it's going to be resolved in the next episode. So I also love that 2 more characters have been added into the recurring Whoniverse. So next time on Doctor Who, the Slitheen have infiltrated Parliament. That is our aliens, and have the Doctor and his friends trapped as he tries to stop them from starting World War III. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time, and remember, you don't have to be an expert to be a fan. Bye.